What's up, folks? Kenny James bassist, bass player with Plug the Music Group, True Funk Soldiers, and Family Funk. I'm coming to you from Taiwan this time. I'm going to do a quick little demo video on this company, AliExpress. I've seen a couple people online talk about them. I went and took a look for myself, and all the videos they had were for guitar players. What they on this site are known for as far as musical instruments is they do a lot of knockoffs of companies. And I hear a lot of people griping about how could you go spend money on a knockoff of somebody's blah 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 blah. Well, I actually talked to a couple people who own companies. One of them being Kerry Nordstrom. We talked online for a minute, and he makes some pretty high-end basses that start at $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. And there are knockoffs of his basses at this company's site. And you know, he said he doesn't even worry about it because the quality is a huge difference in what you get, and some people can't afford to go buy a $6,000 bass guitar. So if that's what you can afford and that's what you want, at the end of the day, it's your money. He also said to me he hadn't thought about taking anybody to court to sue them on infringement, copyright stuff. Anyway, people were saying that it's not good to support these companies, whatever. My 2 cents on that issue is a lot of the instruments that you do buy in the United States are made in China, Korea. I have a couple Fender Squiers here that I love as far as basses, and they're made in Indonesia. So I think, it's what you want and what you want to spend your money on. Anyway, let's get to this bass here. At first looks, gorgeous. I don't know how well the shine on here or the gloss is coming through. There you go, you can actually see me off of it. Backside, you have your battery compartment, electronics right here. If you notice, there's nothing on the neck plate here and on the headstock. No company logo or anything like that. And that, first off, for me, is the reason that I went with this particular guy who does custom basses there, is I didn't want anyone's logo on mine. I'll put my own name on it if I want to, whatever. Here's the neck. Like I was saying, at first looks, it's a great looking bass guitar, and I've had friends of mine, first thing they say is, whoa, how much did you pay for that, blah blah blah. It's not important what it cost. I'll give you the good and the bad. The good side of it is it's light, pretty well balanced. You can see it's not dropping on me or anything. I'm actually pushing that down, so that's a pretty cool thing. The weight of it, I love. The preamp is not the greatest preamp at all. I've actually given some thought about changing it, and then some days I play it and it sounds really good to me. And I say, no, I'm not going to change it, so it varies from time to time. The feel is okay. I put new strings on it when I got it, and there were little things like I needed to tighten up a few screws here and there, which I thought was kind of odd coming custom made. You would think they would have gone over those things, but whatever. The biggest problem that I have with this bass guitar is the string spacing. That is my issue with this, and I'm being very, 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 very honest. That is the only problem that I have with this, and that's my fault. 100,000% my fault that I did not discuss the string spacing. I can't believe I forgot that important issue. If you look here, my other basses, I like the Brubaker here, 19. My Fenders are all 19. All of my 5-string basses have 19 millimeter string spacing on it. And I want to say this is 17. I'm 6'5", so I got pretty decent sized hands. And I just can't get my fingers in here in between the strings the way I would normally like to. But it's still not bad. I just have gotten more comfortable playing 19 millimeter string spacing. If this was a 4-string, I would love it. But as far as a 5-string, the spacing is just not wide enough for me. So sometimes when I'm fingering, it's okay, but when I go into my slap, that's when things get difficult for me on here. So anyway, I like a wider neck and wider string spacing on basses. Oh, one other thing that I found that was kind of bad. I don't know if you can see this. Right here in the neck pocket right there, there's a little bit of space there. To those people that are spending thousands of dollars on their bass guitar, I'm sure that's something for them to complain about. I have a buddy in California, All Better Repairs. Next time I'm in California, I'll take it into him. He'll do his thing on it and it'll be fine. I was very surprised at the nut on the neck, how deep it had been cut so that these strings actually sat in the saddle, nut saddle here really nicely. And again, I did change the strings on here. I put the new Dunlop Super Brights on. If you haven't tried those bass players and you slap a lot, grab yourself a set of those. You'll love them. They are outstanding. So shout out to the people at Dunlop. Again, AliExpress is what it is. If you're going there and thinking that you're going to buy yourself a Marcus Miller knockoff 5-string bass and it's going to sound as good as the one you bought at a music store here or there in America, I don't know. I haven't tried those. I can only speak for what I purchased from them. So for what I spent for this bass, it was well worth what I spent for it. It was under $500 and I have no complaints about that. I have bought other basses in a higher price range and sold them a week or two later because I just wasn't happy with them. As far as sitting around the house and having a 5-string bass to sit around and practice on, this is perfect. Again, I say if you get something like this, the pickups, they seem okay. I would definitely consider changing the preamp and putting a different preamp in here. But otherwise, AliExpress is AliExpress, and I don't have any complaints about them. So try it out for yourself. And one really positive thing about them is the particular guy I dealt with right off the bat. He told me if I wasn't satisfied with the product that I could send it back and get a full refund. So that was a huge plus. So Kenny James coming to you live from Taichung, Taiwan, and this is my review on SX sorry, on AliExpress. Bass guitars. Take care. Have a good one.